few moments to write it out. After we die. We're going to do for free. And there's the poll. There is the poll. Do you guys see the poll? Welcome, welcome. Thank you. So does our spirit live after we die? Like, we gotta know. Hey, hi, boss bro, hi. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love when I see no's. Okay, so it's a poll up currently. We love to get started with our polls. Welcome to Truth or Theory. This is our safe space where we think differently, we dive deep, and we question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight's topic is life after death. What really happens when this chapter ends? Do we move on? Do we start over? Or do we just disappear? Does our spirit live after we die? If you see the poll, please answer the poll. Does our spirit live after we die? I see 10 yeses. 1 no. I think we getting trolled on the no's. Okay, before we dive in, guys, just a quick reminder, please answer the poll if you do see it. Quick reminder for the stream, now that we are featured, there is absolutely no trolling in a rude way. Yes, 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 Tsunami. There's no cussing. We are featured. 12 yeses, 1 no. Okay, let's go. I love that. So there is no cussing, no trolling, especially everyone that's hopping in the box. And remember to favorite anyone that's here in the stream that you're vibing with, that you resonate with, that you want to, connect with more. It's definitely a stream full of dope supporters, creators, and deep thinkers. So most importantly, though, I do want you to keep an open mind and remember to keep it respectful, okay? So thank you to everybody that answered the poll. Can all my guests and my co-hosts please request the box? Hi, Yana. Hi. Hello, beautiful. Okay, we're going to get our guests in and my lovely co-host. Welcome to the stream. The beautiful Lola B. Oh, she's at her house. Oh, okay. She's at her house of M3, right?
Damn.
Okay. Oh, I love it. I miss you. Hello, Queen. Hi, Soul Seductress. Bam. And actually, I don't think I've seen Alicia. But while we are waiting, would you like to get started and introduce yourself, Soul Seductress?
Okay. I'm Soul Seductress. Not on here often, just on here for me, for this group solely. So right now, I don't know how to really introduce myself because I'm on like a social media hiatus. So I don't want to say I'm somewhere because I ain't. I'm just right here, Thursdays, right now. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. Okay, Lola B, my lovely co-host, would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. For those that don't know, I am the biggest supporter you could ever have. I am the co-host here. I do a lot of things. Best way to connect, as usual, is on Instagram. First and foremost, make sure you request Truth or Theory chat because we're a nice community. We talk about all the other topics that we would like to talk on a monthly basis. And with there, I'll be able to connect with you further, whether that's music, whether that's spirituality. I'm an advocate for a lot of causes and definitely want to learn, grow, and support and help each other.
Love that. Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay, everyone who is just joining, I do see that 2 of our guests, let me see. Okay, thank you for, let's welcome Bam, the poet. Bam, Bam! Hello, I thought you forgot about me.
Oh, I didn't. I had a lot of running around. I was rushing to the crib.
Yes, okay, thank you for being here, King. Would you like to give a quick introduction to yourself?
My name Bam the Poet, you feel me? Sometimes people call me Cutwater Cam when I got my locks in, but right today I'm Bam. I just be chilling. You know, you fade me, I fade you. I'm a vibe.
Yes. Love that. Okay. Everybody, welcome to Truth or Theory. Once again, this is a safe space. We like to think differently, dive deep, and question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight's topic will be life after death. So we're actually going to walk through this bill together. Imagine for a moment that life isn't the end. It's more like a doorway. And on the other side, there could either be endless possibilities that are waiting for us, or maybe nothing at all. And so, question one.
Which theory makes the most sense to you? Okay, again, we're talking about life after death. Reincarnation, heaven/hell, the spirit world, complete nothingness, like, and why? Any of those, or anything that you can bring about those type of theories when it comes to life after death. How we want to go around. Oh, here we go, Eli.
Hi.
Welcome.
What's up, everyone? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm commuting right now on the 210, so there's gonna be like a lot of background noise. By 210, I mean 2 feet 10 toes. I'm walking on the sidewalk, so but just could you just put me on mute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for communicating that with us. I'll put you on mute until it's your turn, okay?
And thank you for still joining. So
Yeah.
then we can just start with Soul Seductress, and then Bam, and then see if Eli is ready at that time.
Okay. I think all of them resonate with me. It's a weird thing, except for the nothingness. I really truly believe that it's like something of a personal, whoever, you know, it's applicable to the individual and their belief system when they're leaving here. For me personally, I probably would lean on more of the reincarnation side of it for just me and my beliefs. But all of them resonate with me except for the nothingness. Energy is infinite; it doesn't die. So, yeah, there can never be just nothing going on.
Absolutely. I think I would have to agree with that as well. How what do you think, Bam? How are you feeling?
So I think more of like a spiritual realm, but I feel like that ties into like the heaven and hell or the like. But yeah, I agree. It's not like it can't be nothing. Like it's like I didn't have feelings that like it's something around me, something watching, like somebody. Like I can't explain it, but I know it's something there though. So I'm not saying it's like heaven or hell, like you go up or down, or if you come back to life, or because I have had times where I feel like I didn't seen this or I didn't done this. And I done seen kids speak languages that they'd never been grown and been around and stuff. So it's like it's unexplainable though. But I feel like it's something, but it's never nothing.
Mm.
That's a bar right there. Something, but it's never nothing. Absolutely. So yes, make sure in the chat you can also answer the questions, any other insight that you have, and we will do our best to either acknowledge it or to expound on the conversation. I'm not sure, Eli, were you ready to answer?
Yeah.
As far as like what your specific theory is?
So, is there a lot of background noise or not too much?
Not too much.
Not much. Okay, don't go too much into the area. So, what I believe is this. I don't remember where I was before I was born. Do any of you guys remember where you were before you were born? I don't. You know, I feel like Jesus Christ, people. Oh, I'm sorry. Notifications. Okay, because if I don't remember where I was before I was born, what makes me think that I would go back there after I die? I can't say it was a terrible place. Why? Because I was that nothingness, but that nothingness is part of everything. I believe that once we pass, God would either let us back into his God conscience, or he would deny us. And you could say that denying is, maybe death, or maybe denial, or rejection is that complete nothingness for all eternity.
Mm.
And if you get accepted into God's conscience, maybe you're allowed to be reincarnated into something else, into someone else, maybe in a different dimension, universe. Who fucking knows,
Yeah.
But I feel like we go back to God, to that. We go back to God's conscience. You
Okay.
get me?
Yeah. Understood. Gonna keep it short with that one, okay?
So that's up
Thank
to
you
you.
for that answer, Eli. We're gonna try to keep our answers about that 60 seconds, no more than 2 minutes.
Short story long.
And flow well, okay? I'm gonna put you back on mute, and then I'm gonna unmute you. Let us know. I'll unmute you once it's your turn to answer.
Absolutely. And I always love how Eli's mind works. Always interesting to see where his perspective is going to come from. The fun fact about this topic at hand is that it's, even kind of what Soul Seduction is saying is across cultures, beliefs, the whole idea of afterlife is going to vary. Everybody doesn't always, believe the same things, and they often reflect deeper ideas about purpose. And I also feel like that goes with evolution too, because I think the way that I used to think about afterlife years ago is not the same that I'm thinking about it right now. Some traditions teach heaven and hell as, final destinations, while others will embrace reincarnation, which is the belief that the soul does return, to learn new lessons until they reach like a spiritual completion. And that was kind of similar aspects of what Eli was saying as well. Many people say that gives life the meaning. Like every challenge is part of like something bigger, a bigger journey, like it's more and more and more after that. Rose?
Yes. And others actually believe in what's called the spirit world. It's where your loved ones would continue to exist, sometimes even visit us through signs or feelings, right? We can kind of just feel that they're there. Hi, everybody. Welcome. If you are just coming in, we're going through our first question. The topic is about life after death. We will be playing a game at the end, so please stick around. The questions is for everybody. The game is for everybody. And then on the far side of the spectrum, we have people who believe in complete nothingness. They believe that consciousness, once this physical flesh is dead, consciousness just would simply end. For me, that's a scary thought. But welcome to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space. We like to think differently, dive deep, and question everything in a fun and curious way. Please fave all of my guests, Soul Seductress, Bam the Poet, Book of Eli, and let us know if you would like to be a guest on a future episode, so we can add you to the group chat on Instagram. And we did just discuss. Yeah.
I got a question. I want to know because I don't have my headphones in. I want to make sure there's no echo coming back off my mic, is it?
You're good.
All right, cool.
You're good. We did just discuss where we think we might go when we die. But what part of us goes there? So that's leading us to question number 2.
Absolutely. This is a very good question. Question is, do you think that who we are now, our personality, our memories, our emotions, every part of ourselves would actually stay the same in an afterlife or then change completely? Dan?
Oh, me first?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Switch it up a little bit.
All right, cool. So honestly, like I said, I'm not exactly sure which way it goes, but if it was to be the spiritual way and your soul basically is what goes on, because your body is just the temple that is holding it, and your body goes into the ground. So I feel like your soul is made up of your ancestors. Like, you have memories and feelings of what they had, like teachings that they had. You got like thoughts, you got like what made you you, your beliefs, your everything that made you who you are. That's your soul, that's your spirit. So I feel like that's gonna stay you regardless, whether you might look different in the afterlife or not have a physical shape at all. I feel like you, your personality, your beliefs, and your spirituality, that's all gonna remain who you are, because that's like your energy, like that's you. That's what creates you and make you who you are.
Yes, that was very well said. Pure says in the comments, because you move, I'm sorry, it's coming up. Because you move life forms, your perspective will change, but your knowledge will remain. And that I feel like is the same notion as what Ben was saying. And that is very, very insightful.
Yeah, that's why I say your soul and your spirit is what makes you up. That's why, like, two different things. Yeah, your soul and your spirit and your personality, everything that makes you you and who you are, I feel like that stays with you because that's what's you. Now, it might be little things like traits that probably won't go into there, like selfishness or like greed. I feel like little things like that, like personality traits and stuff like that won't carry over, because in the spiritual realm it's something completely different on a whole nother plane that we don't even understand yet.
I love that.
All right, Miss So, I already know where we're going. What you give it to us.
I feel like Bam just like covered it. No, I agree. Everything I totally completely agree. But I think that I'm trying to think of how to I guess I would ask this. Can you reiterate the question right quick so I can
Absolutely.
Because I was listening to Bam talk.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just a simple notion of, do you think that who we are now, our personality, our emotions, our memories, if it remains the same in the afterlife, or does it change completely?
So I do remember what I was going to say. So to think about it not being that way is a scary thought for me. You know, of course, if you lost anyone or had any great experiences here in this realm, you want that to go in and be carried with you. I do agree that I believe that we are made up of our ancestors, reincarnate. I started off with the reincarnation, so I think that is carried with you. I don't think that we are going to definitely not look the same. I don't believe we will even act the same. It'll be of a higher vibration, you know what I'm saying? But we definitely, I believe, will have our memories and some of the personality traits, but it won't be at the elevation that we're expanding our mind to, or that we're able to expand ourselves to here.
Yana said she wasn't sure. She feels like the essence stays the same. And so a lot of people are saying kind of the same. Eli, how are you feeling about if who we are now, if it stays the same in the afterlife, or if we're completely different?
I say, well, okay. They say that the human is composed of three things: mind, body, and soul, right? So you could have two of those things, but if you don't have the mind, you're just a vegetable. You get me? Because the body stays here on earth. The soul is that divinity, I guess you may call it, that gave us the grace to be able to exist. You know, but I feel like the mind is what's making this work all together. You get me? And at the same time, to what Bam said, he actually made a very good point about like our personalities and our attitudes. But it's unique to each and every single one of us, because you could have been born in a different place in the world and you would have been a completely different person. You know? So it's like, when do we come into existence? Like when is Alex? Or Alex is my first name. But it's like, when was Alex? You know, when I was in the womb, you know, when I was a semen, whatever, or when I was just like that thought that my dad had, or once, you know, I came out of the womb, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like we go back to being part of the whole ocean. You know, we are nothing but a focal point which the universe is experiencing itself. Does that make sense?
I love that. Thank you all for sharing your viewpoints with that one. So many theories. Okay, I'm gonna meet you again. Many theorists raise afterlife question. would we still be us? Like, would we still be considered us if we didn't have our name and our memories and our emotions? I think I'm leaning towards what Soul Seductress is saying. Like, for me, it's a scary thought to not remember my roots, you know? But some believe our souls carry forward our identities, while others say we would let go of personal attachments like the names, relationships, or even painful memories. And we would only bring forward the lessons learned.
Yeah.
I get it, okay? It's a comforting thought for some, you know, and it's unsettling for others like myself. That's kind of unsettling for me. But interestingly enough, researchers say that the idea often shapes how people grieve. Many people find peace in imagining they'll recognize their loved ones again, while others find peace believing that souls are completely renewed. So it's kind of like, what side of the spectrum are you? Like, I want to remember my loved ones. I don't mind the con of having to remember the pain that I went through on my journey of connecting with my loved ones. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I believe a combination of a little bit of everything that everybody has said, but I do have a different perspective as it pertains to like mind, body, soul, and spirit. But welcome to Truth or Theory, everyone, especially who have joined since we started our discussion. This is a safe space where we think differently, dive deep, and question everything in a fun and a curious way. Tonight's topic, we're talking about life after death. So stay tuned, because tonight, top 3 gifters will get a shout out on Instagram. So we're gonna keep it flowing.
Yeah. We just discussed what parts of us we feel like move on after death. But if the souls really do move on, maybe some don't, right? Maybe some get stuck, which brings us to this next question. Do you think ghosts or spirits are real? And if so, what are they? I'm gonna let Eli start this time.
Wait, okay. I'm sorry. So, can you repeat the question one more time?
Okay, yeah, the question is, do you think ghosts or spirits are real?
Gotcha.
And if so, what are they?
I mean, I feel like it's I don't know, maybe it could be energy that wasn't transferred into the other realm, you know, correctly, or you know, maybe unfinished. I don't know. That's a really good question, because if you're religious, you know, you believe in angels and demons and stuff like that. But it's a very good question.
I think I know where you're going with it, though.
You know,
because honestly, a lot of people who believe in angels and demons don't believe in ghosts.
Right. You know, but it's like, so, but then you have to think. But then again, you have to think to yourself, right? We live in a physical world. Like, there is no gray area. You know, it's either one extreme or the other. You know, life, death, light, darkness. You know, left, right, cold, hot. So it's like, you know, because then you have to bring into fact. Okay, I believe that we're not the only species in this universe. Do they have ghosts or spirits that stay in their planet, or that stay in their, you know, perception of reality, or is it different? If that makes sense, you know?
No, I get you, definitely.
Yeah.
I think one question can lead to a million questions.
That's a very good question, Kira.
Hi, everybody. Okay, now we're gonna go to Soul Seduction.
Can you put me on mute, please?
Same. I've been, you know, especially this past year, stretching my mind to think like, is this a ghost, or is this spirit, or is this, you know what I'm saying? It's just him. But I do believe in ghosts. I believe in angels and demons. You know what I'm saying? I believe that there's a whole veil of things out there happening. You know what I'm saying? And if we could just see You know, in even that I was listening to, I was going to put it in the group, but I was listening to a thing about how we perceive reality, you know what I'm saying? And then versus how a spider sees or a bird sees or like our perception of, so yes, I believe that there are entities and ghosts out there and all types of orbs, everything, you know what I'm saying, going around us and causing reactions and things to exist here, you know what I'm saying? It's this whole body of network of celestial things going on.
Perception is key. Definitely. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, what about you, Bam? Do you think ghosts or spirits are real? Answer in the chat also. If you do believe in ghosts or spirits, what are they to you?
So I'm on edge about like what exactly are they, because I have heard a few things like if you do see a spirit or a ghost that's portraying to be one of your peoples, it's not, because they say your peoples wouldn't reveal themselves to you in form. And I do believe that they're real because I got three short points. One point, my baby mama, she never met my granddaddy before he passed. He passed in my house. One day she woke up and screamed, and she said she seen a man in the TV, like the TV was off. She seen his reflection next to the bed. And she described my grandpa to a T, like what the Kango had, like she described him. So I believe that, she really did. One day, my baby mama's son said he seen a shadow walk in my baby mama room. I didn't pay no attention to it. You feel me? He was young. So later on, I used the bathroom, flushed the toilet, and I heard do 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 do. So I go back in there. All the soaps and shampoos was completely empty, turned upside down in the tub and everything. And it was no way that was possible because they was all laying on the side of the tubs like how females have their feminine products. So yes, I got my son and my baby mom. We left, never went back to the house. And I knew that wasn't nothing normal that happened because it was 3 in the morning, nobody was woke, all that. And the last point is one day, so like I said, my pops and my grandpa, they both passed in this house, you feel me? Um, I was looking for a debit card. I looked my room thick and thin, like everywhere in my room. Couldn't find it. Then my room was kind of messy. I ended up cleaning it up and straightening it. Going outside, come back. My car was sitting on my bed. So it's like I know I made the bed numbers. Like I feel like it was like because my grandpa should always tell me, man, clean this room up. You ain't gonna never find nothing with this room dirty. You feel me? And I feel like it's like when I did that, and then I came back and my car was on the bed. My granny can't walk up and downstairs, Rose. My mama wasn't around, so it was just me and my granny. So it was no way that she put that card on my bed. So I really felt like that was him. Like he was like, "Nah, clean your room up. Like I don't want to see this."
Yeah.
I'm on the fence. It was right there.
No, I'm saying I'm on the fence about like what they are though, because like I said, like when they physically, like when they doing stuff around you, yes, I believe it. But if they physically show themselves to you in form, I feel like that's when I said I feel like that's not somebody that's friendly or a friendly spirit, because I was always told that from like the spirits that's friendly or that's helping guide you never reveals themselves to you like they actual form to you. So if you see them, then those are actually entities and everything that's not for you. Because I've never seen, you feel me, as like I said, all the things that I've seen or felt, I've never physically seen it though. So I'm like, I was going off what I was told by a lot of things. When I went to New Orleans, down the Low Nine and all that, where they was talking about the voodoo, when they was talking about the spirituality and all that stuff like that, and that was one thing that they was saying. It was like, if you see your ancestors or see anybody that you know that was a loved one, that's not really them, and don't communicate to them and let them into your life because you're not sure that that spirit is really for you.
Right. That part.
I was just joking with you, but yeah, that's definitely an interesting perspective.
Yeah. So, quick fun facts. Physics. We're gonna take the spirituality side out of it for a second. Physics actually teaches that energy can't be created or destroyed. Right? Energy can't be destroyed. It only changes form. So some people believe that this means the energy of a soul might linger after death. It's a lot of reasons, right? It's a lot of different theories as to why this might happen. especially when it's tied to strong emotions or unfinished connections. So
instead of seeing ghosts as like something to fear, you know, is many cultures do view them as like echoes of love, memory, longing, that it's the energy that hasn't like fully let go. So it's not always about like haunting. Sometimes it's about holding on. And even some of what Bam's story, I know that when it comes to like phenom and paranormal activity, like there's a lot of people that probably have similar stories about whatever or whoever the entity was, like trying to get your attention or maybe even just like helping you out. And I know I have some stories myself. Well, welcome everybody to Truth or Theory. This is a safe space where we think differently. We dive deep and question everything in a fun and curious way. We are talking about life after death. Please make sure you fave the guests. All of our panelists here that are active and everybody in the chat and the stream. Let us know if you would like to be a guest for any of our future topics. You can do that either here or by joining us on Instagram in our Truth or Theory chat. So we can let us know so we can add you. We just discussed whether or not we think that ghosts or spirits are actually real. So if you just join, you can, you know, make sure that you communicate in the chat. We'll do our best to acknowledge all of the comments as we're going through.
So if our souls really do move on, let's find out where our soul would go. It's game time. You guys know we like to play games. Hello.
Can I ask one question though before we start the game though?
Yes.
I got a question because I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think the your vulnerability or your ability to see into other worlds, like other realms, or feel other like things on different different planes, do you feel like it has to do with like your mental state or your like what state or like of life that you in? Like if you in a positive state, if you feel like you down and out and you have nothing left, do you feel like that affects it? Like what do y'all see and what do y'all feel around y'all?
I think it's a spiritual battle. So I think whether some people might be going through low levels and like lower mindsets, like depressive episodes, but I also feel like it could, like different things could reach out to you even in higher mindsets. Like you could be feeling like you're in the peak, and I feel like certain things could happen. It just depends on what you're attached to, I feel like, spiritually. I like that question. Lola, you want to answer?
I think blockages can exist for various reasons. I think it doesn't affect the ability because, like, if I'm, like you were saying, different vibrations, I may be subconsciously blocking myself from the traveling or the, but it doesn't take away the fact that I can do it. It's just the fact that, you know, it's something that's in the way that I have to actually work on to put myself back in that position to operate within my ability.
Yeah. So like my part is like I was thinking like not on the part of like you being at the higher but kind of being at your low. So I lost 21 people in 9 months, including my father. And when I was going through that, it was one time I was at this restaurant and it was raining and I'm seeing this lady at the bus stop and I'm steady looking back there and then I look back there and I look again and she wasn't there. But I was going through so much and I was down. It's like I was feeling like a lot of people's energies and like it's like when I was down, it's like a lot of stuff seemed like it impacted me more, just like people moods. And when I asked my people like, did y'all see a lady at the bus stop? My homie's like, nah, you tweaking. But it was a lady at the diner that worked at the diner that said, nah, you not. It was a lady that got killed at that bus stop before like 12 years ago, sitting on that bus stop on a rainy day though. So it's like, yeah, I'm not saying it's like negative though. I just feel like my low, like I had like I was just down like at my low and it was like I was looking for answers and like I was looking for answer with something. I just feel like I was able to see and like other stuff that I really wasn't. Like I have sad times where I didn't feel like I seen people and other people say they didn't. And it's like sometimes like I would really go down a rabbit hole to research things that happened in that area to see, because sometimes I didn't seen that person though. And it was mostly when I was going through what I was going through, but getting my life back together.
I think vulnerability might raise susceptibility, right? Like the more vulnerable you are in life, the more susceptible you are to certain energies. I'm the same way. Like when I'm more vulnerable, I'm more susceptible, and that's because you're open, right? Right now, you're open and you're hoping for a way out, a brighter day. So energies feel that, kind of like how, you know, if they say like if you are a healer, you will attract people that need to be healed. So when we are vulnerable, we will attract strong energies that, whether positive or negative, that would want to have the upper hand over someone that is vulnerable. And I don't know how I really view it. I understand that process. You know, I definitely understand that process. I've been through it.
I feel like, because you're saying about like how someone who's way at the bottom could just have the moment where they just have like this relentless drive to push forward, no? Like to inspire and to help others and to, you know, be a positive, because you can say like, I don't know, like someone that you look up to. I feel like that has to do with purpose. It's so fucking loud. I feel like that has to do with purpose. And once you find your purpose in life, it doesn't matter. The how doesn't matter. There's this one entrepreneur. His name was Jim Rohn. He said, if your why is strong enough, the how doesn't matter. You know, and I just feel like, you know, some people have that spark in them where they glow. You know, like they have this like vibrant aura, you know, coming off of them. But I don't know. I feel like it depends on, I don't know, on your beliefs, on your upbringing. But I feel like anybody can achieve that. You know, anybody can. It's not something that's impossible. Why? Because a human did it. If a human did it, then all humans can do it in some sense. You know?
Yeah.
So besides, you know.
Do we have any other questions before we dive into the game of the night? I kind of like one question, but I'm gonna see if anyone else has any questions. Let's see if anyone else has any questions.
I didn't have a question. I wanted to answer with, well, I had my opinion with Bam. With Bam as I think that light is birthed out of darkness. So when I feel like when we are at our lowest or in our dark places, we're trying to birth light. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, people are like tuning into a frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like a radio station. We're down there, and at some point in time, like that lady got killed at, you know, or died at that bus stop. She was at a low vibration. You know what I'm saying? Like where she has her frequency, and you were tapped in, just so it happened to be because of what you were going through and your emotions and that pull and being in that space. You were able to tap in with her, and that happens to me a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said with the orbs, different entities, like if you are vibrating higher, you're going to have different visualizations and different downloads, different entities that you're going to interact with, or angels, or whatever you want to call, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we're label them as to interact with you. Just like when you're at a lower frequency, people have said, you know, oh, an angel came and spoke to me, and and that's what gave me the light in my darkness. You know, that might have been a realization to you. You know, whatever message that was, like she passed at that bus stop, you were going through what you were going through. It was, you know, and so that's what I feel. Yeah.
Yeah, that vibration thing, like I believe it though, because they be like animals and bugs and stuff like that attracts to me, and they always like, oh, you're high vibrational. Like I had a video, like I was really on live, and a raccoon walked up to me when I had took some shrooms, and like I fed it, and he grabbed it with his little hands and was chilling though. But like they say, that's why bees always landing on me because of the high vibrations. But I'm allergic to bees, and I'll be really like, and it's like, and they come around me so much and just land on. Like I haven't got stung, but except for once when I was a kid. But like, yeah, that really like gets to me though. Like that, like they really attracted to me though.
So I just want to say something about that, because people always get when certain terminology is well known, I do not necessarily believe that the animals and the insects and stuff it's not about high vibration. It's because we speak the same language. Some of us just have more of a sensitivity where they're picking up on the fact that you can understand them probably a little bit more than the next person might. So it's not always about, because that's why I said low doesn't necessarily mean, because sometimes we have times in life where we need to vibe low.
Yeah.
We've taken the English language and the definition of what high and low means, but we've tried to apply it to a spiritual or universal concept, and it doesn't translate the same. So I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I just wanted to correct the part that if animals, babies, insects, it's always a certain type of spirit that may, resonate with another. It's not just about vibrating high. It's because you speak the same language.
So why would birds poop on me? Like, I kid you not. I get pooped on frequently, like a few times a year, and it's so crazy. It don't matter where I'm at.
Like, I heard it was good luck. I prefer not to have that luck.
I've never been shit pooped on by a bird.
But recently I did. Someone that handles spiders told me that when if a spider is coming towards, when insects are coming towards, they're actually looking for protection. And so I felt so bad. Because you getting squished. You understand? Like, so you was running, you was trying to come to me for protection. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I know, scared of us. So if they coming towards you,
right. Before I got online, there was a spider, a little jumping spider in here. In here, I'm in Louisiana, and I left it alone because I said, little spider, you coming towards me, and I was just told that you trying to get some protection, so I'm gonna let you live. You know what I'm saying? But I've been watching it the whole life.
Yeah, see, I'm cool with all the other animals and everything coming towards me. It's just bees. Them the only thing. But like I said, when I was outside, yes, Pure, it was like I took some showing that like it was like I was just standing outside and it was just sitting there. So I went and grabbed some food and they walked up to me. I went to the butterfly exhibit and I just sat there and then one of them had landed me. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit real still to see how long it stay there. But then more started landing on me and I'm looking like, all right, now like they just butterflies, so I ain't gonna trip. But there's a lot of them, like they just coming out of nowhere though. So, but it was definitely dope.
And that ties back into what we're talking about, because sometimes those insects could be an ancestor.
Right?
Oh my goodness!
And that's
a message.
Yeah.
No,
y'all never seen that movie about the dog?
For everybody that is just tuning in, welcome to Truth or Theory. This is our safe space where we like to think differently, dive deep, and we like to question everything in a fun and curious way. Tonight's topic is life after death. Please make sure you fave all my guests. We have went through our 3 questions of the night, and we are going to be heading into our game of the night. Also, let us know if you would like to be a part of a future topic and be a panel like my guests here, and we'll add you to the group chat on Instagram, okay? So if our souls really do move on, let's find out where our souls will go, okay? It's game time. The game tonight is called the Afterlife Passport. Everyone in the comments, please play along. Also, so the concept of the game is, it's a fun one. It's mystical. It's going to get us thinking about what we believe in, right? So our guests and our viewers will imagine that we just crossed over to the afterlife. Our physical flesh is now deceased, and our spirit and soul is ready to move forward for what is next for us, okay? But we're gonna build our afterlife passport. We have to make 10 choices. Then we will reveal where the soul goes to next. For each question, just simply answer A, B, or C.
Okay, I got a question. Do we need a piece of paper for this?
Yeah. If you want, get a piece of paper.
All right, cool. Give me one
Or
second.
you could write it in the chat, so that way at the end you could kind of scroll through and see how many of each you kind of sent.
My notebook
already to see.
That's what we do a lot of times.
I would love for you to play. My soul is like reinforced carbon. Diamonds. Ooh, I love that. Step Barbie, play with that. Hello. Hi, Jay. Welcome, everyone. We are getting ready to play a game. If you would like, grab a piece of paper or a color crown or a marker or a Sharpie, it don't matter. Or you can write in the comments. Just keep track of your own score, A, B, or C for each question. Okay? The first question is, what do you feel drawn to when you imagine your afterlife? Is it A, peaceful gardens and silence? Is it B, a city of radiant light and wisdom? Or is it C, a portal spinning back to Earth? I'm coming back. I got a few more things to learn.
I don't know. I be joking and saying all the time. This my last trip here. So I came back too many times. I've been here too many times.
All right. Question number 2. What part of life would you want to carry forward? What part of life would you want to carry forward? A, love and deep emotional bonds. B, knowledge, skills, and curiosity. Or C, energy, passion, and unfinished goals. Again, that's A, love and deep emotional bonds. B, knowledge, skills, and curiosity. Or C, energy, passion, and unfinished goals.
That's hard. We can't combine them.
Keep track of your A, B, and C.
Yeah, I'm ready to say for one of them. That's why.
No, we got like 14 more minutes. So it's right.
No, I'm talking about my ass. I'm like, I didn't know if I want B, A, or C. I was gonna say.
No, yeah. A part of me feel like I'm both of them for a lot of them. What form would you like to exist as? A, a glowing soul or mist. B, a wise being with a body of light. Or C, a brand new human baby.
Wait, can you say A again? All right. Cool.
A glowing soul or a mist. A B, a wise being with a body of light. Or C, a brand new human baby.
I don't want to be a baby. That's why I probably enjoy that trip.
Mexican baby.
I sit back like, you know, like.
I tried the human thing already. Yeah, I mean.
It's crazy. My answers look inappropriate right now.
All right. You said, I tried the human thing already. A wise Mexican baby? That is hilarious. Okay. Number 4, what would you want time to feel like? A, still and timeless. B,
wait, Bella, don't change the station. Don't change the station. So, funny story. Well, not funny story, but ironically, so the last Aztec emperor was Cuauhtemoc, okay? He died February 28th, 1525. My birthday is February 28th, 1995. So the day that he died is the day that I was born. And yeah, that's all I want to share. So I thought that was pretty ironic.
Okay.
Oh, that's just a synchronicity, love. That's all that is.
I love it.
Okay, so let me repeat the question so we can make sure we got it the first time. What would you want time to feel like? A, still and timeless. B, infinite so you can explore. Or C, girl, this word.
Like cyclical, like cycle, like cyclic.
My mind was like, what?
We're in cycles right
Wait,
now.
wait, what you said?
Always moving forward.
Oh, in cycles. Okay.
Okay.
And B was B the one that was the timeless one, like where you can explore and everything.
Yes.
B, infinite, so you can explore. Yes. A, still and timeless, and C. Say it one more time. What's the word?
Cyclical. Like
Wow.
cyclical.
Cyclical. You know what you do, Lola? Just type it in Google and press the play button, and they'll tell you exactly how to say it.
Goodness. Every time I say it,
That's English language for you.
When I tell you, I was my eyeballs couldn't even. I was like, "What is that?" I'm sorry, y'all.
That is so funny.
Yeah, no, it's some words like the longest word in the English dictionary. Somebody tried to give me $1,000 to pronounce it, and I tried for like an hour, but I couldn't. Like,
Oh, okay. Which emotion feels most important to keep? Is it A, love, B, your wonder, or C, your determination? Ooh, that's hard for me. Ooh.
Can you say it again?
So, which emotion feels most important to keep forever? Is it your love? A. B, is it your wonder, like your curiosity? Or is it C, your determination, like your passion? What do you think of it? What's yours?
That was a good one.
that was a hard one.
All right. The next one. If you could choose what greets you after death, what would it be? A, loved ones who have passed. B, spirit guides or cosmic teachers. C, a new life waiting for you. Loved ones who have passed is A, B, spirit guides or cosmic teachers, or C, a new life waiting for you. What would you choose to greet you after death?
Because a loved one should be like in that new life, you know what I'm saying?
In one form or another.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So
okay, so the next one. What kind of world sounds most like home to your soul? Is it A, a calm, soft, quiet one? B, a bright, buzzing, and full of ideas? Or C, messy, colorful, and ever-changing? A, calm, soft, and quiet. B, bright, buzzing, and full of ideas. Or C, messy, colorful, and ever-changing?
Can you repeat the question to the answers? Like I heard the answer. I just want to make sure I heard the question right.
What kind of world sounds most like home to your soul?
Okay.
A, calm, soft, quiet. B, bright, buzzing, and full of ideas. Or C, messy, colorful, and ever-changing?
I'm having a deja vu right now. I think you asked these questions before I came here, and I chose totally different. Now,
hi, Leroy.
Leroy, what's up, bro?
Also, that's what happened. That bright, that sounds familiar. Okay.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
What would you hope your soul gets to do? A, rest and reflect. B, keep learning and growing. Or C, try again in a new life. What would you hope that your soul gets to do? A, rest and reflect. B, keep learning and growing. Or C, try again in a new life. I got to take a nap.
She said, I want to rest and reflect.
She would get bored. I feel like she would get bored. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, I get bored of that after a while. I'll be resting and reflecting now, and I'll be
the second hour.
I'm gonna say like I want to rest and reflect, then go back. Like I only need a couple hours. Like
You know what I'm saying? Like
I only need a couple hours.
I feel like cause at the Astro, I feel like when you in the whole, when you in that spiritual realm and everything, I feel like some people who only can get certain stuff done in a certain amount of time, only think of certain things, only remember certain things. I feel like when you pass the point of just physical being, you can just like ravage your whole mind and just like your whole like everything and go through it and just really learn yourself and what you've been through though.
I agree. How do you want to be remembered in this life? A, loving and kind. B, wise and inspiring. Or C, bold and unstoppable. Who calling us?
All right, now we'll see. Bold and what?
Bold and unstoppable for C. B is wise and inspiring. A is loving and kind. How do you want to be remembered in this life? I want y'all to remember me for accomplishing everything I set out to fucking accomplish. My bad, Mimi. Sorry.
fucking.
Like
TYS.
everything I do,
TYS.
my bad, Mimi. My bad.
Just had to get that out real quick.
I did. I'm better now.
I was like, yeah.
Last but certainly not least, before we do our results reveal, if you found out that you had to leave Earth tonight, what would you say? A, I'm ready to rest. B, I'm ready to discover what's next. Or C, give me one more round. If you found out that tonight was the last night, what would you say? I'm ready to rest, A. B, I'm ready to discover what's next. And C, give me one more round. Y'all know what I'm doing.
You want to rest? You want to rest.
I was tired.
I just don't want to rest. Like,
I took 9 minutes. I'm ready for my emoji chit. Yes. Of course.
When it used to be described to me, that we'd be in gardens and that everything would just be peaceful. I used to be like, dang, but I'm gonna get bored. And as a child, that was me as a kid. Like, I was like, okay, so then what?
Okay, you guys.
Tally up your A's, B's, and C's.
Tally up your A's, B's, and C's. Big shout out to Stud Barbie Live. Thank you for taking 9 million in point one. I see the vein that poke out when I get extremely excited. Ooh, okay. So for our results reveal, if you got mostly A's, it's the spirit realm. Your soul is headed to the spirit realm. It's a place of peace, rest, and reunion.
However, if you got mostly B's, that's the cosmic academy. That's the realm of light where the souls just keep learning and keep evolving.
And if you got mostly C's, it's the reincarnation loop. You go back to Earth for a brand new life. So before we head out and do our outro, I do want to Bam, do you want to do like a stream plug? Soul Seductress, do you want to tell people about yourself in any way now that it's more people here?
Bam?
Oh man. Oh, all right, cool. So yeah, my name Bam the Poet. I honestly haven't been doing as much poetry as I want to and as I should have been doing. So I'm about to start doing like writing a lot more often, and every week I'm gonna be hosting like a poetry show and be doing like a Connect Four game night too. So I want to get that going on. But yeah, basically I'm chilling. My live, no guests required though. We do get messy and rowdy over there, but it's all love and good vibes. I just want to say thank you, Rose, for inviting me and bringing me on here on the show. I'm proud of you though. Like like I said, I love to see the fact that you feel me. Like I remember the first day I was finna start recording, and we was thinking of the names for the show, and to see that you here now with your feature show, you know, I love that for you
Yeah.
though. So cheers
Started
for
from
you.
the bottom, now we here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is my iced tea, sweet tea.
Well, I am Soul Seductress, also known as Natsuki the Healer. Mostly, based in Atlanta. I'm a life coach, so that's the need for the social media detox right now. However, I am still actively working, taking on clients, traveling. They call me Fat Moves. That's my nickname. So I am always on the go, always moving, and always ready to connect and network.
I love that. Okay, and the lovely Lola B.
Yes, you guys know me. I'm the co-host here. I do a lot of things, just not currently on Meet Me. So I would love for you guys to join us in our Instagram chat for Truth or Theory so that we can continue to connect in different ways, help us to pick our monthly topics, and just share all the things that we find on the interwebs that are interesting that contribute to these intellectual conversations. Music, spirituality, just a lot of things that I'm into that I can either help or learn from you. So I would definitely love to connect.
Yes. I love that. But no, so if you guys haven't already, please make sure you fade Bam, Soul Seductress, Lola B, Jelly Bean, anyone in the stream that you vibed with. It's been a crazy ride. We talked about reincarnation to spirit worlds and to energy that never dies. I want to thank you all for walking through the veil with us. Whether you shared your beliefs or you just sat back and listened, you helped make this space very special tonight.
And next week, we are going to be shifting from souls to the stars. So we'll be diving into the world of zodiac. So make sure you come on back. Bring your truth, bring your theories. We're talking about personality, destiny, maybe even how the stars might help shape our individual paths. So bring your birth charts. If you're into that thing, if you know about that, your cosmic curiosity is going to be a wild one with that. All right. Until then, as always, make sure you stay curious, stay kind, and keep questioning